Thank you for listening to Lone Star Community Radio. This program was broadcasted and recorded live from the LSCR studios in downtown Conroe, Texas. Lone Star Community Radio is supported by listeners like you. Donate and sponsor today. For more information on getting involved with Lone Star Community Radio, contact us at lscrstudios@gmail.com or visit us online at www.irlonestar.com.
Welcome to the Texas Ticket. This is Armando, and I'm with Laura. Hey, Laura.
Hey.
Come on! Give me some. What's going on, Laura? How are you?
I'm doing wonderful.
I'm glad you made it out to the show today.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Yeah, and you're into real estate. You're out there at Hughes Landing, right?
Yes, that is correct.
Tell me a little bit about
Compass, and I'm on the Gold Tissel group.
I don't even know what that means. Gold Tissel Group. That means you're really good at it?
Yeah, we are very good at it.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. That's the rumor. Well, I'm glad you helped me out today.
Yes.
And today we have a great show in store for you, I hope. And you know, it's always up to our guests, but we have some of the folks from Brick Tavern with us today, and they're going to tell us a little about their New Year's happenings, things that are coming up for this year, to finish off this year, because there's only a couple weeks left.
Yeah.
Yeah. So to finish it off.
Like 13 days away from Christmas.
Golly,
so make sure you get your shopping done.
It's happening pretty fast. It's pretty fast. So we've got a young lady from Brick Tavern. She's going to introduce herself in just a minute for you. She's here with us now, and we also have later Elderwood, Jack Elderwood, and he's from the Sarah Kelly School of Music out in the Woodlands, and we're really excited about having him. We haven't seen anything come out of Sarah Kelly that just wasn't like, wow. So we're really looking forward to their guest to visit with us today as our musical guest. Jack Elderwood will be here. We also have, in addition, who's our other guest? Jack Elderwood. Urban Ranch venue. The venue,
yes.
Urban Ranch, the wedding venue. That's out near Navasota, and I'm not 100% sure, but this place is gorgeous.
I don't know much about it.
We send in some photos, you know, and you know they're booking out their final spots for the calendar for next year. So if you're planning on some prenups, and just going to fill you in on all that later in the show today. You can always find us on Facebook.com/TXTicket. Let's get on with this show.
Sounds
right.
great.
So, and with us today, we have from Red Brick Tavern. Tell us a little bit about yourself, your name, what you do there, what's going on at Red Brick, what we got to look forward to for the new year.
Alrighty. Well, I'm Lauren. I'm one of the servers at Red Brick Tavern. Specifically in the morning, we've got a new breakfast going on in downtown Conroe, so that's a big deal, and I'm there to help see that through. So, of course, for New Year's Eve, we've just booked Sheila Marshall. She's a hit recording artist that does Texas country and blues, and she's recorded and worked with a lot of really big artists. So we're really, really excited to have her out.
Sheila Marshall's New Year's.
Sheila Marshall.
Sheila, okay. So
yeah.
Sheila Marshall is going to be there at New Year's.
New Year's Eve, yeah.
And breakfast you're serving all the time now?
Yeah, so we're opening at 7 a.m. downtown, and yep, we're rolling out with breakfast. We've got a really awesome breakfast menu that's been well received. So we're just trying to get the word out there, let everybody know to come in there and see us.
When did y'all start that?
I believe a few weeks ago, at least. I've only started the last couple weeks, so I'm gonna.
You mean you started showing up at 6 a.m.?
Yes, yeah.
Versus your previous time of like 9?
Yeah. So we were open for lunch and through dinner, and now we're just bringing it all the way to the morning, and we're going to start early, and we're there every morning, 7 a.m.
So all the working folk in the square can come out to Red Brick Tavern and have breakfast now?
Yes.
So we're saying,
they go to work.
Okay.
Yes,
well,
breakfast,
that
coffee.
works.
We're the only spot downtown that's got breakfast right now, I believe.
Yeah, I don't know very many, and but that's a nice touch. So you can walk, you know, and don't be the guy that's late for work. Be the guy that brought Red Brick Tavern.
Yes, that's right.
You know, hey, what's going on? You're about 15 minutes late. Well, I have all this Red Brick Tavern breakfast I thought I'd bring for everybody.
Yes, and we've got those jalapeno cheese grits, which
late.
are incredible.
Wow.
You've got to try them.
Yeah.
and New Year's Eve. Now, that is a actual New Year's Eve.
Yes, I believe properly
31st,
New Year's Eve.
right,
Yeah,
okay,
the
yeah,
31st.
okay.
And that night should be Sheila Marshall. And then we've got a bunch of artists that will be there almost every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We've got live music, as well as pretty often on Tuesdays as well.
Okay, and you have the Depereaux and the Bob Marley, right?
Yes.
Am I saying those right?
DePuro, and
DePuro.
then the Bob Marley pizza, which has the pulled pork on top. Everybody's crazy about that.
DePuro.
But we also have that the pizza mignon. It's like a filet mignon pizza.
I heard about this thing. Yeah, that sounds
I
nice.
haven't tried the pizzas there. I've ate there a few times, but
Yeah.
I haven't done the pizza.
They're incredible.
That's
I stay
probably
there.
what you're known for.
Yes, right, with the red
Is it?
brick. Yeah.
I mean, I've been all over that menu in years before. It just seems like the last year or two I've been focused on their pizzas. And I don't know. It seems like it's the quicker, easier thing, but I'm sure it's not.
It's definitely not the quickest menu item, but it's worth it. They
Yeah.
they come out fast. I mean, it really doesn't take too long, but they're just really
It's a real
interesting
brick
specialty
oven.
pizzas.
It's a brick oven.
Right.
I've seen it. It's an actual brick oven. It's
It
not just the
is.
name on the door. Well, I am excited about New Year's. So reservations, we make reservations for that.
It will probably
Yeah.
you'll probably need to call ahead for that because it's gonna fill up really
Oh,
quickly.
yes. And is there like a set menu or open menu for that night?
It should be the standard menu for the night that we have on evenings.
So call ahead, ask Red Brick Tavern, come on out and see them. They'll be there for New Year's for you, as well as daily serving breakfast now.
That's right.
Come out and see Red Brick Tavern. And Laura, right? Lauren, thank you for coming. And I appreciate you taking your time. I know you worked since 7 a.m. this morning, right?
Yes, I did.
Right?
But it
And
was
you
fun.
served breakfast today.
Yes, I did.
Wow, that's cool. And that's totally new. So it's kind of awkward. I mean, are there like tacos and regular breakfast stuff, eggs and bacon and
Yes,
pancakes?
well, like
and
I said, we've got those jalapeno
jalapeno
cheese
grits.
grits. We've got French toast, and then we
okay.
do have breakfast tacos as well. And
that full service bar for mimosas, Bloody Marys, etc.
well, you've gotta buy something to eat before 11, But after 11, of course, you can
That
just
is
hit
a
up
rule,
the bar.
isn't it? I have some friends that like Presidente with their breakfast.
Yes,
and,
yeah.
And it's a thing. It's a thing. Depends on where you're from, But nevertheless, thank you for coming in today, and I appreciate you telling us a little bit about that. We look forward to visiting for breakfast on a daily, and what's going on New Year's. We'll follow and look online. We'll add some links below. Lauren, thank you for stopping in.
My pleasure. Thank you so much.
Folks, we'll be back after this with the Texas Ticket.
Every Friday, tune into Texas Ticket on Conroe's 104.5 and 106.1 FM with Armando Nino of GoLakeConroe, focusing on Montgomery County area events and places. Get a feel of the Texas spirit at the event, paired with guest and vendor interviews, event coverage, and ticket giveaways, and so much more. Join us Fridays and punch your Texas Ticket. For more information on the show, visit irlonestar.com/Texas Ticket.
Welcome back to the Texas Ticket. This is Armando, and I'm with Laura.
Hey. I'm Laura Russell.
Oh, Laura Russell. Yeah, she's co-host today. Celebrity co-host.
Yes.
AKA, she does real estate. Just
Yes.
so you know.
Real estate with Gold to Sold Group.
Gold Sold Group.
No, Gold to Sold Group.
Gold to Sold Group. Sounds like we're gonna do some disco, and I'm gonna dance down the line for the Gold to Sold Group.
Hey.
Yeah, but we have Elderwood with us.
Yes, you do.
Man, from the Sarah Kelly School of Music in the Woodlands.
Yes, sir.
It's fantastic, and we've seen you about town playing some different places here in Conroe, and caught our ear there. But we've had a few of the students from Sarah Kelly come out, and I don't even know who the Sarah Kelly person is, and we just ended up running into so many extremely talented young people like yourself, and really blessed to just it found this trail, and the trail all led back to Sarah Kelly. So have you been in other schools prior to Sarah Kelly?
No, sir. Not music schools specifically. I got my start from musical theater, but
Okay.
Yeah, yes, sir. So I did that all the way 14 through 19. That was a huge part of my life. But then around 17, that's when I joined the Sarah Kelly Music School, and that's been like a huge instrumental part in my musical upbringing.
And do you play other instruments?
Yes, sir. I do. Mainly, my main guitar is instrument, but I do also play piano, and then I sing as well.
Nice.
Fantastic.
Nice.
You into the music at all?
I mean, I like music. What kind of music do you play?
Me personally, I do like indie folk kind of stuff. I like to think about it like Fleetwood Mac or like Lumineers or something like that.
Okay.
So,
Lumineers, nice. Are you into NASCAR at all?
I can't say that I am. I'm not into it, but I don't like actively seek it out. So
Then you might have known that there's a guy named Elderwood that races NASCAR that's killing it right now.
Really, I didn't know that, but
You might be related.
he's my favorite one.
Just curious if you're a big NASCAR fan and this is like your stage name. But that's okay too. Maybe you're not famous for racing cars. There's nothing. I'm not famous for that either.
I'm not either.
People don't like just synonymous with hauling ass.
No.
No. Okay. So and me neither. And so, but you're more correlated to a different style of specialty.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
And tell us a little bit about that.
Absolutely. Well,
yeah, you
being
want to
my
lean over there,
guitar.
grab that sucker. Let's
Yeah,
see what you got going on over
absolutely,
there.
of course.
And this thing, and I want to mention this thing is tooled different. It's inverted, right?
It is. It is inverted. So I play left-handed. Not a lot of guitarists that I know do it this way, but
If you're left-handed, you're very smart.
yes, for sure. I enjoy it playing this way, but it comes with this challenges. Like I can't just pick up any guitar and play it whenever I want.
And no one can pick up yours.
That's so true. That's true. No one's touching my guitar.
No, I mean we
Although
could try.
Armando tried.
I tried
Yes.
only because of how unique it is. I mean, it's stringed left. It's not placed left. There's a difference. I mean, it flips the strings, and when you move it the other way, they're back where they're normally to me, but it's completely inverted. But
It is.
hey, I know you're going to shoot us straight. So go ahead and show us a little bit of something. Let's see what you got.
Yeah, of course. All right. So, and then it's the Christmas season. Were we thinking a Christmas song, or were we hoping to get more of a different kind of?
I'm going to leave that up to you because I'm on the mix with time is the shortest element here. So you play Christmas if you think so. It is the time of the season, or you said you're a big fan of Lumineers and some other music that I like too. So man, I'm open. I
You know
Your
what?
choice.
Okay.
yeah, okay, yeah. I
You know
don't.
what? I mentioned Fleetwood Mac, so here's a little Fleetwood. I took my love, I took it down. I climbed a mountain and I turned around. And if you see my reflection on the snow-covered hills where the landslide brought me down. Oh, mirror in the sky, what is love? Can the child in my heart rise above? Can I sail through the changing ocean tides? Can I handle the seasons of my life? Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I build my life around you. And time makes you bolder, even children get older, and I'm getting older too.
Nice.
Love that.
That
That's
was
really
very
good.
awesome.
Yeah.
And you've got when you speak, you have a different voice when you sing. It's almost like English a little.
Really? Oh, it's interesting. I've been told that I do sound different when I sing. I
do.
didn't. It hasn't ever been like into an
When
English
my mother
version.
was mad at me, she always sounded different if she took a phone call.
When you were in trouble.
Yeah,
You-
so
Yeah.
she'd be like snapping
No.
at me, and then all of a sudden, hello.
Yeah. I do that.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
It was she was pretty good at that.
Yeah.
But you did it just so fluid and so natural.
Yes.
I want to just I want to ask a lot more questions, but you know what? I'm going to steal away. You think you could hit us with since that was a little short? You think you could hit us with a little Christmas short before we run out of too much time? I'd rather sell the best of what you're offering here today and
Yeah,
show that to our audience. And you don't have to play the whole Christmas song.
Okay.
I mean,
Well, where do
we
you
were.
where do you play at next? Like, where can someone come
Yeah.
see you next? Or-
Yeah, absolutely. That is a wonderful question. I believe this Saturday I'm playing in Old Town Spring at a brewery called Excalibur Brewery.
Okay.
So that's my most the next one. but I'll be playing all around the Conroe area. I frequent at 202 Main and
Love Keith Kruger out there.
yeah.
Good folks.
And
really
do you
good.
have a website or Facebook
Yeah,
or
how do I book
something
you?
where
Yes.
someone can follow you?
Absolutely. So I am most active on Instagram. I also have a Facebook. They're both the same. So it's going to be Elderwood Music. That's ELDERWOODMUSIK. The K is very important. So
MUSIK.
yes, the K because I'm cool.
And we'll put the link down. And let's do a little Christmas stuff.
Okay, absolutely. Sounds good. So here we go. If you don't mind, just gonna pull up a little something.
MUSIK.
Pulling up the lyrics to White Christmas.
Oh, have a blue.
Is that what?
Oh,
That's
man.
Elvis.
Oh.
Blue Christmas.
I should have you singing right
I
now.
think Bing Crosby's, right? Yeah, White
Yeah.
Christmas, right?
Yes, sir. Okay, just make sure I don't mess up the words too bad.
White Christmas. Jake Elderwood.
Just Elderwood.
Just Elderwood.
Just Elderwood.
Just Elderwood. Just Elderwood.
Not Jack, not nothing.
Jack.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the one I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. And I'm dreaming of a white Christmas with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white.
Bam! There you go. All right. Well, I feel a whole lot more in the holiday spirit than I did 3.5 minutes ago.
Ah, me
I
too.
do. I do. It's nice. Thank you. I appreciate that. So, we can find you at Elderwood Music, MUSIK,
Mm-hmm.
at Instagram and Facebook. Are you booked yet for New Year's?
Not currently. I would love to be booked for New Year's.
So you're available for booking for New Year's.
Yes, sir.
And they can do so there. Is there a phone number they can reach out to you at? You want to put that out there?
Yes, absolutely. My phone number would be 661-858-4884.
661-858-4664.
4884, actually.
4884. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So 661-858-4884. You can reach him, book him for New Year's, and get that out there. What's your plan so far for Christmas? Do you have anything scheduled? Are you playing music? Are you visiting with family? Or is it a church or a local?
Yeah,
what,
yes,
what
sir.
do you got going
so
on?
actually, I have some pretty special plans. My family and I are going up to Nashville, Tennessee. Just gonna have a nice, relaxing vacation over there. So yeah,
You can do that
People
there.
enjoy that.
Yeah, I will.
Right in your element there.
Yeah, my mom has a lot of tours and stuff planned, so it's gonna be
Nice.
great.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, it'll be jam packed.
Well, we look forward to seeing more from your career, and I want you to know something that we and when I say we, I mean the city of Conroe. We have a very little scope of reaching in and knowing what's going on in your life as it changes. So when your chapter changes, your story changes, or you have a venue that's close to our hearts or close to our people in this town, share it with us. Let us know, send a text or a message, or just post it to our page. And you can do it at facebook.com/txticket and let us know what's going on with you and your career. And because I'm sure people will watch the show and want to keep up and know more about you. And, maybe it's just young people that are currently practicing or learning with you, maybe even at the same school, mentors, teachers of that school, people from the history of your life that want to reflect and see what you're doing. So, but it's real hard to do that. I don't know if you know how hard it is for the world to know what's going on in your life, but if you don't share it, it's very difficult for them to realize your ups and downs and your successes, let alone appreciate them. So share and let us know what's going on, and we'll do the same. And always for young people that appear on the show, we look forward to having you again here and catching up down the road when you're too cool for school and you come through Conroe on your tour around the U.S. You can stop in here at Lone Star Community Radio
absolutely.
here in Conroe and come visit.
Have you ever tried to be on The Voice? I just want to know.
I haven't. I've had a few run-ins with producers, I believe, actually from the music school.
Okay.
But yeah, not yet. That might be something to check off the bucket list.
There is a local person you can use as a mentor there to maybe guide you through that. Now, Sundance Head is a winner of The Voice.
Oh, yeah,
Really?
that's right.
So he
Yeah.
would be and always open to help young aspiring artists. I mean, if you reach out to him, you'd be surprised how quickly he lives right here in, I think, Navasota. He'd be quickly to respond. And we saw him at the table at Medley, I think, just a few days ago. I believe I saw his tour bus from Nashville out front. And he won The Voice. So he's definitely one to reach out to. And I think he'd probably be excited that a young person did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you for coming on the show.
Of course.
Elderwood. And we'll look for you at Elderwood, MUSIK, on Instagram and Facebook, and you catch them right here on the Texas Ticket. Thank you.
Awesome.
Appreciate
Thank
you
guys.
coming out.
Appreciate y'all. This has been so
Hey, this is Wayne Green, your host for Radio Wayne, Spoke and More. Each Saturday from 5 to 7 p.m., I'll be playing folk, singer-songwriter, Americana, blues, bluegrass, classic country, Cajun Zydeco, Celtic swing, and whatever else seems to fit. Once again, that's Radio Wayne, Spoke and More, every Saturday from 5 to 7 p.m. on Lone Star Community Radio.
Welcome back to the Texas Ticket. It's Armando and Laura. Back with the Texas Ticket. Hey, Laura.
Hey,
How's
Armando.
it going?
It's wonderful.
Well,
Sitting here with you, so
Yeah.
how could it get any better?
Dang. Well, I am glad you are, and I really am. And we have with us Heather from Union Ranch. Is that
Wedding
correct?
and event venue, yes.
Wedding and event venue. And you guys are located. Tell us a little bit about where you're at and where you're located, and then I'll kind of elaborate why you're here today.
Yeah, we're actually located in New Waverly, Texas.
Okay.
And so it's about 20 minutes away from Conroe. And it's a rustic elegance venue starting at $19.95, our packages. We've got a bridal cottage, groom's den, a pavilion overlooking a reflection pond, and a main barn venue that has 1,500 square feet of indoor reception area. Inside, yeah.
Air conditioned.
Air conditioned,
Okay.
yes.
That's a big deal in
Catering
Texas.
room, decorations room. We call it a mini hobby lobby because it's got all of the lanterns, candles, all those signs and knickknacks that you want for your wedding venue, but you don't want to purchase because you're going to have to sell it afterwards or,
But it's family owned and operated, right?
Yes.
And Abigail's over there. Abigail, your associate.
Yes, Abigail
Hey,
is
Abigail,
in charge.
welcome to the show. Glad the COO is here with us today. Glad you made it, Abigail. I heard you've been a big help for a lot of events. And you recognize, and if we could, why don't we put up that one event that's the tables, and you helped set this up, right, Abigail?
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Whenever we put it up, it was raining.
And Laura, what is the telltale for rainy weddings?
That means that your wedding will last eternity, or your marriage will last eternity. Yep.
Y'all heard
Could
this
be an
before.
old wise tale. I don't know.
I'm sure it
but-
is. It's two in the same, maybe. Have you heard this before? You ladies heard this?
I have heard it before,
Okay,
and
all right.
I have known some brides actually that it has rained on their wedding day, and they're still together and
There you
in
go.
love. So I
Yeah.
think that it's a very true statement.
Yeah.
And you bring them right into the Union Ranch interior, that
1,500 square feet.
1,500 square feet, and you bring them in there in case of the rain, and it all works out, right?
Oh yeah, they can actually still carry on with the pavilion. The pavilion covers them perfectly from the rain, so they can still carry
Cool.
on with their wedding outdoors. and have the indoor area for their reception. And we have a covered porch that wraps around as well.
I saw it. It's a real pretty place.
It's very pretty.
And that was one of the reasons we asked him to come. But the real reason was, in the Punch Your Tickets Ticket Calendar part of the show, one of the things happening tomorrow on Saturday, you have a Christmas event.
Yes, we're going to actually have breakfast with Santa. It'll be our first time hosting this event, but it is a RSVP, and we do have a pretty significant head count as of now, and we do have more openings available. So if anyone still wants to sign up, they can. And yeah, we're gonna have breakfast with Santa, a hot chocolate bar, a cuddle cow. So people will actually be able to.
You say a cuddle cow?
A cuddle cow, yes. You get to come to the ranch.
Armando's definitely coming.
I never cuddled a cow before, but
He might be on the naughty list for Santa, but
cuddled cow.
yeah, you got that.
Oh, I see.
The best part is you can roll out of bed and come in your pajamas too, because
For the cow cuddle.
Yeah, for the cow cuddle.
Oh, that is so cool.
Yes.
Outstanding.
And what time is it at?
9 a.m. is when we're gonna start.
9 a.m. is the cow cuddling.
Yep. 9
It's the whole
a.m..
Christmas thing.
The whole Christmas thing.
Is
Okay,
it all
all
day
right.
or?
No, we're gonna stop it at
I'd probably say after breakfast.
12.
yes, 12.
And you're next door to some friends of ours, the Three Board Chicks,
Yes.
right? Shannon Tipton, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they're super cool. They do a lot of those staging things, and it's just such a beautiful landscape out there. It's real photogenic. And you also sub as one of the photographers there, right?
Yes, I do. I do. Heather Nolan Photography. And it
Nice.
is a very open landscaped area, great natural lighting, so makes some great pictures.
Speaking of great pictures. Now, I'll interject. Now, they were, and this one's for you, production. We saw some mariachis out there.
We did. We had some mariachis out there. It was a lot of fun.
Bring those up. But yeah, there they go. Yeah. And I've seen this group before. They're one of the best in our area. And I don't know the name. Do you know the name of this particular mariachi group?
I don't remember their name, but I do remember they livened the crowd, and they were definitely one that we would welcome back.
Extremely
yes,
romantic.
anytime.
Laura, do you find this a romantic thing to have mariachis at a setting, or is that just it's a Texan thing? It's pretty romantic. I went to a get together. It was a Hispanic wedding, and in the wedding they had the actual band, but in the crowd at the reception there was a mariachi band that was going table to table and silently playing songs for people. I was like, "What's going on over there?" And every time I looked, everybody at the table was crying. It was like so emotional. It was just, and I know some of the people didn't understand a word that was being said, but nevertheless, it's kind of like going midnight mass and it's all in Latin. You feel it nevertheless. It's
There's
like
definitely a connection.
it's like, wow,
That's all
that was
matters.
deep. I don't know what they said, but I'm spiritually moved. It hit me. And they have that effect, and I don't know. I have no idea how it works so well, but it does. It has a way. Speaking of having a way, the other thing that you have over there is that horse trailer mobile bar unit you guys put out. What is that about? That we got a picture of that? Can we bring
Yes,
that up?
there was a Wild Pony Express bar out.
Yeah, this thing.
Yes. It's adorable, and it is allowed to stay on our driveway during their reception
Super
time.
cool.
Yes, they make very crafty cocktails too, with all the gourmet garnishes. So dried fruit. I've seen some smoke bubbles put on them.
Right. There's some flair here, and I'll tell you. I mean, I get a drink. A drink's a drink, but. Put some flair on it, make some magic. I mean, that's kind of what the date's all about,
It's all about the experience.
Everything a little special, put a little something over it. It's in the details, it's definitely in the details. I think it goes down to the dress, the boutonniere, the flowers, the decor, the music. There's just so many flavors that make it the day, and those are both really nice touches to making a cool day.
Oh, yes.
Something really memorable, and let's just hope somewhere around the back end it starts raining.
Yeah.
Right before we're about to break for the reception, the rain comes up, bam. The full boat. That'd be like the perfect set. Full moon, drop the rain.
Well, I don't know if you guys were around this past Saturday, but there was, a downpour of rain. And
You had a wedding going on.
We
didn't
did
you?
have a wedding going on as well.
The 10th. That was the 10th.
Yes. It was a little overwhelming at first, just because we thought we'd have a little bit of lighter rain to where we could carry on. But we actually ended up having a break of about 10 minutes, which was perfect amount of time to get everybody out to the pavilion, get the officiant and get them married off. And then hosted and carried on a fabulous wedding inside, and enjoyed the patio, the sunset, everything. So,
And what was your mom's first name?
Teresa.
Teresa, wonderful person. I got a chance to meet Teresa. She's a blast. She's what a hoot. And we were hoping she'd come and join us all, but we ran out of chairs, and we wanted to make sure you were here and Abigail. So we said Teresa is here in spirit with us, but we look forward to visiting with her next time we come out to the venue, which Saturday the 17th down there at
Breakfast with Santa.
Union Ranch, New Waverly, Texas. And what phone number to book and check your calendar?
You can contact Teresa Davis at 936-230-8717. And we also have a Facebook page, the Union Ranch Wedding and Event Venue. And we have a website, unionranchweddingandevents.com.
Union Ranch
Perfect.
Wedding and Events.com.
Events.com.
Okay, and that's where we stole most of these photos. And I'll tell you, there were so many more there. We had I think I sent studio like 20 shots that I thought were just really cool shots, which is. I don't send them 20 photos for anything to put the show together.
I
it's
probably
just
took those 20 photos.
very well done. Yeah, there were some really nice shots, and there were some good shots of the main building, the wraparound patio, and the whole staging area with that outdoor tables and stuff. I think it's just key. Looks like the Catalina wine mixer out there.
Really?
Yeah, the Catalina wine mixer.
I'll have to drive out there because
It's
I've
really
never been
nice.
out there before.
It is really nice. And if you want to come for the breakfast with Santa, you can ride a horse. So it'll
What?
even make your experience that much more fun.
That's super cool.
And for weddings, too, we can provide horses for photos and backdrops, anything that they may need.
Lovely.
Yeah.
How far from Conroe do you think it is to
20
get to your location?
Yeah, 20 minutes. Just drove here, actually.
Okay. And easy direction for guests and stuff to come to the wedding?
Very easy, yes.
Okay.
You just turn off the interstate and then Rogers Road and Mount Zion Road.
And how many can you lodge?
We can hold 150.
For overnight stay?
No, not overnight.
How many can you overnight stay?
We actually don't do any overnight.
Wedding
They rent it
couple?
for 9 a.m. till midnight.
I see. All right.
And then 11 p.m. we turn the music off. But by midnight, they're usually out and cleaned up. And
I see. And do you recommend any local lodging for them to stay at, like for guests' weddings and stuff? Do you partner with anyone there in that regard?
we are opening our ventures to the lodging part. Right now, we do have a
I don't know Navasota very well to know where
No,
I would.
New Waverly.
New Waverly.
Yeah, I'm sorry, New Waverly.
It's okay. It's in New Waverly, and there is a lodge,
you.
and it sits on 28 acres.
Okay.
And that's what it's called, actually, is the lodge.
So the lodge has been a place you refer normally.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a cabin that can hold the couple plus their bridal party.
Awesome.
But you said that y'all were opening up your own, or no? I misheard that.
In the future, a
okay.
5-year plan,
Okay.
we would love to.
I gotcha.
Definitely be able to have a area to have the bride and groom stay, or anyone that may need to overnight.
Yeah.
So.
And so Union Ranch tomorrow, Saturday the 17th, we'll have a breakfast with Santa, and it's a great place to get, maybe go horseback riding, take some pictures, get to know the place, and maybe scope out your next wedding venue. And your web address one more time, Union Ranch
Weddingandevents.com.
weddingandevents.com. All right. Anything else coming up New Year's, or are you open at all? I mean, I don't know. Do you have I don't think people book a wedding for New Year's typically.
Right. Some do, but we actually don't have any opened this year. So we are going to host a New Year's party as well.
Really? Okay,
Yes.
cool.
And it will be a price per ticket. We're thinking maybe about $50, but it will include a fireworks show, charcuterie, so snacks, and an open bar as well.
Okay.
$50, I'm in.
I'm in. We'll take that.
Just
Okay,
get
so
Uber.
yeah.
And Uber does come out to the property,
Oh,
so
good,
you're
good.
good there
Yeah.
too.
You know, if we're not getting married and it's just like a media thing, maybe you could let some of the media folks stay on the property. I mean, like,
We could call Shannon with 3 board chicks. She's
Fantastic.
right across the street. So
just let her know she might have a guest for New Year's, and you know we're helping out.
Yes.
We're gonna help out with that open bar you got. We're gonna help hold that down. But yeah, I love Shannon, and I love the 3 board chicks. They're doing those photo settings outside, and you have something similar you're doing for the event itself that y'all put together for the Christmas event.
I'll have a photo backdrop for Santa and one for the family. So they'll be
Cool.
able to have their picture professionally taken, and it'll be free of cost, or, you know.
I love
it's
those
with the
field
ticket.
shots you did, the ones where they're out in the pasture kind of thing. I mean, they look really cool. They're just such big scapes. They look like a Nolan Mills with a background. You know what I mean? But you can tell it's so clean that it's not a background behind them. That's actually what's going on there.
Yes, it's
You
real
know,
life. It was not photoshopped in there.
Super cool. And it looks like, you know, it is just so picturesque. It could be like a screensaver. You know what I mean? And it's just not. You know, it's a cool background in the right place in the right atmosphere and on a sunny day, most likely.
It actually is Teresa's screensaver for her computer desk too. So.
Yeah, all our own venues are screensaver. Yeah, I got it. Sure. Well, is there anything else about the venue that you think sets yourself apart, or that you want to share, or upcoming? We have Christmas on the 17th. We have New Year's coming up with an open bar at $50.
Yeah.
Writing that down. And we'll bring that back up again later on a coming episode. I think we have one more episode before New Year's hits us up, and we'll bring that up there. But that's is that me?
I think so.
It is from the emergency hotline.
Everyone, shut your phones off, but Armando.
We've got a call coming in, and it's coming in from Red Brick Tavern.
It's very important.
It's coming in from they're in the middle of a tasting event down there at Red Brick Tavern, and we're getting alerts now.
Gotcha.
You want to
Yes.
share that with the public on a media alert announcement. So just put that in your calendar. The Red Brick Tavern is also going to be celebrating a New Year's event out there we failed to mention earlier, and they were really just kind of corresponding to let us know that.
On New Year's Eve.
Yes, and she talked about breakfast every day earlier in the show, but wanted to make sure there is a New Year's. And did she mention that artist Shelley? What's her name? Shelley Sharon. There is a musical guest performing that evening. It is a open menu, and reservations are required.
Yes.
That's Red Brick Tavern in the square downtown. If, in fact, you're not going out to see you in New Waverly at Union Ranch. And that's also going on New Year's. But, Abigail, anything to close us out with?
The venue is a very wonderful place to book. There is a bunch of different things you can do there. We also provide games.
What kind of game do you like out there?
Um,
Out there, games there.
Yeah. There is, I forgot what it's called. with the
Cornhole?
bean- Cornhole.
Okay, I like
There's
cornhole.
Cornhole. This ball game where you throw a ball into the pins. It's kind of like bowling. And we have more.
Cool. And are you in ride horses? Are you an equestrian
I
at all?
do ride horses. I'm a barrel racer, and I want to become a trick rider.
What's a
Okay.
trick rider?
It's where you do tricks on the horse,
Oh.
but while like loping or cantering and stuff
Okay.
like that.
Okay, so do you want to go to the Texas Rodeo? Or the Houston Texas Rodeo?
Montgomery County Fair and Rodeo.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
You ever done any mutton busting?
No.
See my eyebrows?
Just like,
Mutton
Mom.
busting. Well, you can register now to do some mutton busting at the Montgomery County Fair and Rodeo. It's in 3 months away, out in March, and you can do that. They also have youth riding for roping and barrel racing and other things like that. And I've seen some young girls do some amazing things out there. It's a great place to start your rodeo dream.
Yes.
It's a lot of fun. And you've got a great place to learn and a great place to practice. It's really cool, Abigail, and I thank you for coming on the show today.
You're welcome.
Super. Heather, thank you for coming. And what we're going to do now is just get into the Punch Your Texas Ticket segment of the show. Man,
That's a tongue twister.
it is a mouthful. Punch Your Texas Ticket segment of the show. So there's a lot of things going on for the holidays. And, there's a lot of bring a toy, donate a toy, come out and have dinner. But we already talked about one of the ideal gifts was a gift card to a family that is not living here to something local. Mm-hmm. So you make your kids come home to use it. Oh. So I give my son a gift card who lives in Houston, a gift card to Red Brick Tavern on the square in Conroe.
So he has a reason to come see you.
He has to use it to redeem. Is this bad? I mean, I don't know. I'm just thinking this is it's a bit suggestive.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I just want more time with them, and hopefully it's memorable because I'm there.
Yeah.
Sure. But and I don't even need to be there. I just know that I brought them to the neighborhood. And then they're here. So after dinner, why don't you stop by the house?
Right.
I don't know. Times change depending on how old the kids are. Like Abigail, I mean, she's not even allowed to leave the house, let alone beg her to come back.
Hey, at least she came to the show. She was excellent.
She is. I would love to see some horse riding.
Yes.
I bet she'd outdo most of us.
She'd definitely outdo us.
She wasn't talking about riding around the barn. She's talking about racing and trick riding.
Racing and trick riding.
Yeah. I just do tricks and stuff. Yeah. Well, okay. All right. Well, interesting. So there are a few events. Now, did you have an event you wanted to mention? You did.
Yes. Saturday the 17th at 2 o'clock, Conroe Symphony Orchestra presents the Happiest Season of All at Willis High School. So go out and support them. Again, it's Saturday the 17th at 2.
Saturday the 17th at 2.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's at Willis High School. We also have the Nancy Curtis. She's the solo vocalist that's going to be playing that day out there.
Oh, yes.
And so she'll be doing her little thing, and extremely talented. I feel like I discount it, but I don't mean to. I'm sorry, Natalie. But it should be great, Nancy. Nancy Curtis is her name, not Natalie. Anyway, it should be a lot of fun. They brought out all the brass for it. They're not just going through the motions. You know what I mean?
Right.
They're really, and there's a lot of spirit to the event. December 17th, it starts at 2 p.m., 3 p.m. visit. You can find that at conroesymphony.com. I think that's a free event. No, it's a ticketed event?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It's ticketed.
Well, check all that out, conroesymphony.com, find out. But there is the Matthews Light, and this is one that's the Bentwater Life Group, the Be Local folks have all been mentioning to me as something that's really helping homeless, I believe, in the community. I'm just going to read what it has here. It's a tax-deductible donation to Matthews Light, and it does help homeless in our community. The opportunities to have a conversation with Mr. and Mrs. Claus, make a donation to Mr. and Mrs. Claus, a 5-minute Zoom call with Santa for your child or children or your whole family. So you can do this with Matthews Light. And I think I have a website we'll put below for you so you can get a little more info on how to support Matthews Light and have Santa call on a Zoom call, with your kids and family present. That's the idea there. I mean,
I used to do that with my daughter.
You call from the other room?
No, like you can schedule for Santa to call. And Santa calls, and you send in a picture of her and what she did that year and stuff like that. So it, to getting your children in the spirit, the Christmas spirit.
It's still kind of cool.
It's very fun.
Yeah, and get them interactive with the computer, that it has more than just some things that seem so channeled. A Zoom call with Mr. and Mrs. or Mrs. Claus. It's a tax-deductible donation that you make to Matthews Light, and you'll get a 5-minute Zoom call.
Awesome.
Miss Claus Gingerbread House Workshop. This is from 10 to 2. It's always these creative, really odd, I want to call them odd things, but holiday things. They're odd if they weren't during the holidays. They're right on point here, But from 10 to 2, Wednesday, no, that's all right. Oh, Saturday, December 17th. Okay. Enjoy family decorating time, individual gingerbread houses while visiting with Miss Claus. Delighting Christmas story time, creating lacing gingerbread man. Museum admissions required, and the workshop is $5. And I believe Miss Claus Gingerbread House Workshop. That link will be on the thing for us. The Santa's Wonderland in College Station. You ever been to this place?
I have, and I want to go back again.
Really, you do want to go back? Are you being serious, or
yes.
just because we got you on the radio?
No, I'm being serious.
Okay.
I went several years ago, and my 19-year-old still enjoys it. So it's something for everyone of all ages. It's not just for little kids. I mean, if you like to see the light show, all of that, then of course it's...
What happens?
You can either do like a hayride, or you can do the carriage ride through the light show. And it's not like
it's like a
2
whole
second,
town looking thing
yes,
down
it's
there.
a huge light show. It's super, super cool. They've got snow sledding, hot chocolate by the fire. They've got food. It's a great family event,
They
or
got food.
even just, they do have food. It's pretty good.
Santas-wonderland.com. And you can kind of check that thing out. Snowball fights. I don't know what snowball fights means. If there's an actual snowball, don't put that on us. We're just letting you know this is what they've shared with the world. And did you
to
see
have
snowball
a snowball
fights?
fight in Houston or College Station?
Did you see a
Texas?
snowball fight when you went down there last?
No, I didn't see snowball.
That's
fights.
happening. It's on the propaganda for the
That must be something new.
Yeah, snowball fights, magical carriage rides, and next to magical carriage rides,
Yes,
it says
there
hay
are,
rides. Like
yes.
they're not the same thing.
Yes.
So to me, that means there's more than one kind of ride down there in Santa's Wonderland that you can go on. And it goes till 11 at night.
Yeah, and it's a packed house. You definitely need to get your tickets beforehand, do your reservations, the whole 9 yards, because it is packed. I mean, the car line is down. Yeah, is it Highway 6?
Yeah, I think it's 249.
No, Highway 6.
Highway 6, is that what that is out there? Yeah, and that's if 105 West all the way down, or you could take
To
the
Highway 6 or the Aggie Expressway.
There you go. Yeah, Aggie Expressway.
To Highway 6. Yeah.
And breakfast all going forward starts at 7 a.m. at Red Brick Tavern. We also have tonight at HYMAN. There's a restaurant review, and that's in Montgomery, Texas, downtown Montgomery, Texas. HYMAN. You can go down there and just have a tasting, do this little bit of this and that, and that'll be this evening. And then they taste a little bit of the food there. And I think those are being catered. I'm not sure there's a full kitchen there. Charcuterie. I'm not 100% sure, but I think this is how you get to know HYMAN's downtown Montgomery, Texas, and that's a Be Local Bentwater Life event, and at HYMAN's Montgomery, Texas. There's this thing, and I don't know much about it. It's called Terror Fest. It's a Christmas horror holiday event. That's what I said.
I don't like that.
I'm not sure,
Where's
but
that at?
it's their very own horror convention. This is being held at the Lone Star Convention Center here in Conroe. You can take your Santa Claus, CLAWS.
Okay.
Yeah, photos with little troll helpers, and there's all kinds of twists to all your holiday favorites, including a grungy post-apocalyptic.
Maybe because Halloween is so short and they're already playing Christmas music through Halloween, so they're
Well,
they're still in the mojo of Halloween, so they're bringing it on into Christmas.
It was the grungy post-apocalyptic zombie Santa
Yeah, no.
and his
I'm
creepy
good.
little helper troll. Yeah. And that's Lone Star Convention Center, and I think that's December 23rd. You can check your listings in Terrafest Conroe. You can Google that. And I just tell the news here,
Yeah.
It is what it is. And, there's a thing for that. I mean, I saw all kinds of crazy, in going back and, I guess Christmas history. I mean, was it Krampus? Remember Krampus? The story of Krampus? The old horror Christmas stories. There's like a lot of horror
Like
Christmas
Mr.
movies.
Scrooge, maybe, but not.
That
or
was,
the Grinch.
That wasn't really horrific, but,
Yeah.
that was just scary. A little ghosty,
Right.
spectral. But
That's about as far as mine ever went.
yeah, there are others. And
I don't
it's-
like scary things.
Not to say any of this is in my wheelhouse. I'm just telling you. I mean, I'm not much for making gingerbread lacy, cookies either. But
Okay.
I can't say, not me. I mean, but
Like
I mean,
you don't have your favorite Christmas cookie recipe?
No, I'm more of a tamale guy. I might make some tamales, and
Okay. That's
they're,
your tradition?
well, more so my part of the tradition, or I'll smoke the brisket, or make the tamales,
Sure.
or get the turkey ready. It's never really been, hey, can you make a gingerbread house for the girls? Although I have daughters and a lot of young people around the house and lots of kids, it just, I don't know. I got to warm up to that. And the whole Scary Christmas to me is odd as it comes, but
Terrorfest.
Terrorfest, yeah, y'all can check
Nothing
that
to
out.
do on December 23rd.
Done. Yeah, Festivus. So there is a lot of New Year's events coming up, and next week we're going to talk about those exclusively on our next episode coming up here on the Texas Ticket. But I wanted to do what we call a little shout out segment, where we just kind of talk about some folks that really helped the Lone Star Radio Show, Texas Ticket, come out and people that we want to make note of. One of them is Buster Barsh.
Oh, yeah, we love Buster Barsh.
Good friend, good person, and a big part of our local community. He owns
Barsh Auto.
Diesel,
Diesel, and then
Barsh Towing.
Barsh Towing. So you need towing services or auto repair services. They have one off of Fraser and here in Conroe, and then another one in New Waverly. Their new location just opened a year ago.
And if you're a single lady, single driver, individual driver, and you don't always have yourself 100% prepared for any occasion, you're not that,
Savvy.
What are those folks that preppers? You're not one of those vehicle
yes.
prepper type people.
I'm not.
Where I have an emergency kit, flares, cones in the trunk. You might want to just keep Barsh Towing
Yes.
card in your glove box. That way, there's at least someone you can that cares about you, that cares about the city and the people in it, to treat you right, and that can tow your car off in the middle of the night when
Yes.
bad things happen.
Always at your service.
We also have and why don't you tell us about the brokerage? Do you want to share anything about that real quick, or maybe some of the folks that help you in your business on the day to day? Any of those folks you want to mention right now on the spot?
Buster always helps me.
Not him.
Well, he is one of my clients. He does help me. But, I work for Compass. I'm on the Gold Sold Group team. And really, all of our clients always help us. We're here to serve everyone, and not just like in home sales. If you ever need, a referral for plumbing or roofing or, any house repair stuff, always give us a call. We're here to help. We're here
You've
to serve.
had to come across all those things to make homes happen.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm like,
After the inspection, you get a list of
what you got to do to make
Yeah.
that home proper, and
make another call.
and then you call a reliable person to come do it, so you pass the inspection
Yeah.
the next time. So
Yeah.
those sources are a really good way to find somebody that you're banking on, literally banking on that plumbing is going to come through correctly, and my inspection is going to pass
someone
next
reputable.
time. Yeah, it's going to be properly taken care of. Is the end game, because you have an inspector returning to make sure it was done right.
Yes.
And at that point, you can sell the home, and it can get its loan, and all the magic happens.
And you just want your client to be happy at the end of the day.
Yeah, everything works, know. So a good way to get some of those home needs and to work with some folks there. Walden Farmers Insurance, you can give them a call. They'll be on the page down below. Go Crates, that's GEAUX, Go Crates. And they bring out those plastic crates that you can pack all your stuff in, put it on a dolly. They'll come pick it up in the van and drop it off at the new location.
Oh, like if you're moving or something?
Or if I drive a 2-seat sports car and we're going to grandma's, for Christmas, and I have enough gifts that don't fit in this little car because everyone's going to be there.
Yeah.
But I still have to take the Porsche to grandma's. Right? So how's this
It
happen?
depends on how far grandma's is. You
Well, if it's
generally do not want to drive a Porsche.
Either way, you can have Go Crates, put all the stuff in the boxes for you, drive it out to grandma's, drop it off, and next day they can pick up, or in 2 weeks they can pick up all the gifts that you were bringing back with you and drop those off at your house. Oh. Yeah. So with the same boxes in the same service, so it'll all be there in boxes, and you can tell them, you can even seal them so they don't open and look at their presents, and unseal them when you arrive at grandma's house, and put them under the tree. And then when you leave, you can load all the boxes up with the gifts that belong to you.
Wow.
And bring those back home. Go Crates, GEAUX Crates.com. And it's not really meant as a Christmas gift transport, but it is meant for
Any
moving.
kind of transport needs.
and you can keep the boxes in your place for 2 to 3 weeks before you have to, and even longer if you need to, before you have to unload them.
Yeah.
You know, and it's eco-friendly, so it works out really nice. Who else do we have? We have GoLakeConroe, lakeside dining right there next to Bentwater on 1097 West. You can go out there, have the cheesecake of the week, and that's all handmade by Cakes by Jake, I think. Man, yeah.
You really got that Jake name.
This guy in Willis, let's just say that. It makes it homemade. And I think that's good enough to note that it's not a Cisco cake. You know,
Right.
I mean, I didn't order this frozen and thaw it out for your pleasure.
Yeah,
you
didn't
know?
run to Sam's Club and get the variety pack.
Somebody said that. I showed a picture of the pie, the cheesecake, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" And it's like, "That's Cisco thawed." I'm like, "No, it's not. I know the guy that made it."
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's not. It's made exclusively for GoLakeConroe, and every week the guy makes. And they run out. They're done. You can't order anymore. I'm not gonna thaw out another cheesecake
Right.
for you. You know.
You only make so many and then it's out.
And not like I got a problem with the thawed out cheesecake. It all tastes good to me if it tastes good. I mean, if it's good, it's good. But nevertheless, the handmade cheesecakes are what it is, and it is what's brought out at GoLakeConroe, along with all their own foods. They make everything except the seasoned fries is made right there at GoLakeConroe. And I'm a huge gumbo fan, and I work on trying to make it right. And
Yeah.
and I was told by my friends in Louisiana that if it's not really true gumbo unless it's got a real dark roux. You can tell if it's faint, if it's light colored, it's chili. And I'm like, what? No, come on. It's still used, roux, and I did all the same chili. It's got to
didn't
be
do it right.
dark. That roux's got to be thin but dark.
Dark.
And I'm like, oh wow. Well, it's hard to do if you make a gumbo often. You know what I'm talking about.
Right.
But they make their gumbo in house, and the chef is from Chef Elia Papacito's chain. Papa's
Papa Do's.
Papa Dough. Yeah, they have that occasion one, and he did many years, and now he works over at GoLakeConroe, and he makes that gumbo. I saw it in a bowl. I was like, "What is that?" And he's like, "The gumbo." And I was like, "Oh, I can tell just by looking at it. That is good gumbo." So GoLakeConroe, and what's your favorite place to go to dinner out there in the Woodlands? You know, you get to venture a little further out.
I do. So far, Trulux is. They have a yellowtail appetizer, and it is. I mean, it will knock your socks off. It is so good.
place
It's
is
got
good.
like soy sauce and jalapeno with the fresh yellowtail. It is so good. But I mean, I like Kirby's. I like Perry's. Any steakhouse really is, my cup of tea.
Yeah, wow, and Trulux will blow you away.
Yeah.
And it is a nice romantic event, a great place for New Year's. If you can still get a seat there, I make that. If that's out of range and out of distance, you can bring it in. There's a lot of really nice places out here on the lake. We have a Hodgepodge Lodge, and their Hodgepodge Lodge is actually doing a Santa's Brunch Bash tomorrow, 17th, from 9 to 11. At the Hodgepodge Lodge in Montgomery, Texas, and I think tickets are $24.99 to go out there, and that is December 17th, 9 to 11 a.m. And I mean, Santa's going to be there. I hadn't read anything about getting a photo taken with him, but man, good luck stopping me. I'm going to run over there.
There's a lot of great opportunities for pictures of Santa. We got the Hodgepodge Lodge, and then Union
Ranch. Yep.
They have their breakfast with Santa as well, starting at 9 in New Waverly. So
Have you eaten
great
at the Hodgepodge
holiday postcards. Yes, actually, I have ate there one time.
Lodge? It's good, right?
Yeah, it is great food. Excellent food.
I was way surprised. It was. I looked at the menu. And I was like, "Wow, it's pricier than I thought."
But it's worth it.
It was my birthday, so we're like, we don't care. Let's whatever. It was lunch, and we were just cash, so
Yeah.
we were like, well, we're little. It is worth it.
Yes.
And I'll tell you, I don't always feel that way, and I find myself real particular. The higher the price, the more particular I'm gonna get.
Yes.
If it's buy one get one free, I'm not complaining about anything, and I'm just not that guy, But when you start asking for a premium, I expect one in return, and so I go to Hodgepodge, and I have never not had the expectation met,
Right.
and that means more to me than it was expensive. I don't mind it being expensive. I don't like to be surprised by that factor, but I do enjoy when I'm I receive as much as I think I'm paying,
Right.
and it's not just because you're here, well, you're paying for ambiance. The hell you say? I am not paying for ambiance. That's not what I came here.
hungry.
Yeah, I'm hungry. If I leave here hungry,
get
I got
food.
issues.
No matter what the cost is, whether it's a $10 plate or
better be
$50 plate, I want it to be good food.
Well, and I'm going to wind down on that note, but I wanted to again thank all those that help us make this show possible. Thank you, Laura, and special thanks to Lone Star Community Radio, 104.5 and 106.1 FM. You can catch us here regularly. You can follow the show at facebook.com/txticket. And you can sponsor this show, support this show by making a direct donation, or be one of our sponsors on the show directly and regularly interrupt our shows with whatever it is you have to offer and support the show. We'd love to see you. We'd love to hear about your next event. Thank you for watching The Texas Ticket.